Welcome to 6th episode of the series where we learn about various classification of organisms in great detail. Today, we shall be discussing about a subdivision of Kingdom Protista, dinoflagellates. They are a group of unicellular organisms that belong to the Kingdom Protista. They are found in both marine and freshwater environments and play an important role in the food chain, serving as a primary food source for many organisms. Dinoflagellates are characterized by their unique shape and structure, and their ability to perform photosynthesis. First, let us talk about how it came to be in the first place. The origin of dinoflagellates can be traced back to over 1 billion years ago when they first appeared in the fossil record. They are believed to have evolved from a group of free-living, unicellular organisms known as photosynthetic protists. The earliest known fossils of dinoflagellates date back to the mid-Permian period, approximately 270 million years ago. To know more about the periods of Earth's history and other geological events that shape the course of evolution, do check our series on the geological time scale mentioned in our description. Coming back, dinoflagellates have a unique cellular structure that sets them apart from other unicellular organisms. They are characterized by a double-layered cell wall, known as a theca, which provides protection and support. The theca is composed of cellulose plates that are arranged in a specific pattern and may be ornamented with various structures. The theca may also be reinforced with additional layers of material, such as calcium carbonate. The cell itself is divided into several compartments, including the cytoplasm, nucleus, chloroplasts, and other organelles. The chloroplasts are responsible for photosynthesis and are unique in that they contain multiple chlorophyll pigments, as well as other accessory pigments, which give dinoflagellates their distinctive colors. One of the most distinguishing features of dinoflagellates is their flagella, which are long, whip-like structures that are used for movement. Most dinoflagellates have two flagella, one that extends longitudinally along the cell and the other that wraps around it like a belt. This unique arrangement allows dinoflagellates to move in a characteristic spiraling motion. Before moving to classification and taxonomy of dinoflagellates, please subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. It rewards our effort to bring informative content on a daily basis. Do check our other podcast series from our channel. Moving on. The classification and taxonomy of dinoflagellates has been a subject of debate for many years, due to their complex biology and high diversity. In the past, dinoflagellates were classified based on their morphology and the presence of specific features such as chloroplasts, flagella, and cowplates. However, with the advancement of molecular techniques, the classification of these protists have become more complex, as it now includes molecular data, such as DNA sequence analyses, in addition to traditional morphological and ecological characteristics. Currently, dinoflagellates are classified based on a combination of molecular and morphological data. The taxonomic classification is based on the International Code of Botanical Nomenclature or ICBN, which is used to name and classify organisms based on their biological characteristics. To know more on the ICBN system, check out the link in the description below. Coming back, the classification of dinoflagellates is divided into two main categories, the gymnodinials and the peridinials. The gymnodinials are a group of dinoflagellates that lack the cowplates and have a simple morphology. This group includes many photosynthetic and heterotrophic species, as well as symbiotic dinoflagellates. The peridinials are a more complex group of dinoflagellates that have a cowplate structure and are primarily photosynthetic. This group includes many important species such as Carenia brevis, which is known for its role in the red tide events that occur along the Gulf of Mexico coast. Within these two main categories, dinoflagellates are further classified into a variety of orders, families, and genera based on their unique characteristics. Some of the most well-known orders of dinoflagellates include the gonilicales, the serratiomals, and the dinophysiales. If you want detailed podcasts on the same, do comment it down below. The classification is continually evolving as new species are discovered and molecular techniques improve. Let us talk about the ecological significance of these tiny organisms. These organisms are a significant part of the oceanic food web and are known for their ecological significance. In this podcast, we will discuss in detail the ecological significance of dinoflagellates. They are the primary producers in the ocean. They play a crucial role in the oceanic food web by providing energy to other organisms through photosynthesis. They are also responsible for producing half of the world's oxygen. Above all, they are also responsible for the cycling of nutrients in the ocean. They are known to release dissolved organic matter and inorganic nutrients into the water, which are then used by other organisms in the ecosystem. Weirdest part is, many of these microbes exhibit bioluminescence, which means they are capable of emitting light. This property of dinoflagellates has significant ecological importance. It can be used to attract prey or to confuse predators. Let's talk about the adaptability of these billion-year-old beings. Dinoflagellates are known to form symbiotic relationships with other organisms, such as corals and other invertebrates. These relationships are essential for the survival of both the dinoflagellates and their host organisms. The flip side of the coin is while they are an essential part of the oceanic ecosystem, some species are known to cause harmful algal blooms, HABs. These HABs can have a significant impact on the environment and the economy. They can lead to the death of fish and other marine organisms, as well as human illnesses. Carbon sequestration. Dinoflagellates are known to play a role in carbon sequestration, a practice of removing carbon from the atmosphere and storing it. They are responsible for the transport of carbon from the surface of the ocean to deeper waters. This process helps to regulate the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and plays a crucial role in mitigating the effects of climate change. We shall talk about these topics at length in a minute. Make sure to subscribe the channel to never miss an episode. Next one is on chrysophytes. So let us dive back into dinoflagellates. They are known for their ability to produce harmful algal blooms, HAB, under certain environmental conditions. HAB can be detrimental to marine ecosystems, as well as to human health and the economy. Under certain environmental conditions, dinoflagellates can reproduce very rapidly and form large blooms. These blooms can be harmful for a number of reasons. Some dinoflagellates produce toxins that can be harmful to humans and other organisms. When these toxins accumulate in shellfish, for example, they can cause paralytic shellfish poisoning, or PSP, in people who eat them. HAB can also be harmful to the environment. When dinoflagellates die and sink to the bottom of the ocean, they can deplete oxygen levels in the water, leading to the formation of dead zones, where no marine life can survive. In addition, the physical presence of the blooms can block sunlight from reaching other photosynthetic organisms, causing them to die off as well. There are a number of environmental factors that can contribute to the formation of HAB. These include warm water temperatures, increased nutrient levels, such as from fertilizer runoff, and changes in ocean currents. Climate change is also expected to contribute to the formation of HAB in the coming years. However, efforts are underway to monitor and manage HAB. Scientists are working to develop early warning systems that can alert coastal communities to the presence of harmful blooms. In addition, there are ongoing efforts to reduce nutrient pollution and other environmental factors that contribute to the formation of HAB. Let us now discuss on the origin of bioluminescence in dinoflagellates. Trust me, it's the weirdest and most fascinating characteristic of these. But first, what is it that we observe? Bioluminescence is the production and emission of light by living organisms. In the case of dinoflagellates, the light is produced through a chemical reaction that occurs within the cell. The origin of this in dinoflagellates is thought to have arisen as a means of self-defense against predators. When threatened, dinoflagellates produce a flash of light that startles and confuses the predator, giving the dinoflagellate time to escape. The bioluminescence may also attract larger predators that feed on the predator, providing additional protection for them. So, what is the cellular mechanism of bioluminescence? The cellular mechanism in dinoflagellates involves a chemical reaction that occurs between a substrate called luciferin and an enzyme called luciferase. The reaction produces energy in the form of light, which is emitted from the cell. In addition to the chemical reaction, the bioluminescence in them is also regulated by a circadian rhythm. This rhythm controls the timing of bioluminescence, which is most often observed during the night when the dinoflagellates are not photosynthesizing. However, this plays an important role in the environment. It is estimated that up to 50% of the world's photosynthesis takes place in the ocean, and dinoflagellates are a significant contributor to this process. In addition, bioluminescence is thought to play a role in the cycling of nutrients in the ocean, as well as in the regulation of the global carbon cycle. This can also have an impact on the behavior of other organisms in the environment. For example, the flash of light produced by a dinoflagellate may attract the attention of predators, leading to changes in the predator-prey dynamics of the ecosystem. However tough they may be, we are able to ruin things for them. Climate change is taking its toll on these essential devils. Climate change has the potential to impact dinoflagellates in a variety of ways. Rising temperatures, for example, can alter the growth rates and metabolic activity of these microorganisms, which can have significant effects on their reproductive success and survival. Changes in ocean chemistry, such as ocean acidification, can also have a profound impact on dinoflagellates, which are highly sensitive to fluctuations in pH. They are also important indicators of global climate change. Many species are sensitive to changes in temperature and nutrient levels, which can affect their growth and distribution patterns. Changes in their populations can have ripple effects throughout the marine food web, as these microorganisms serve as a crucial source of food for many other species. In addition to their ecological significance, dinoflagellates also play an important role in the global carbon cycle. These microorganisms are responsible for about 20% of the carbon fixation in the oceans, which is the process by which carbon dioxide is converted into organic matter through photosynthesis. As climate change continues to impact dinoflagellates, it could have significant implications for the global carbon cycle and the overall health of the planet. Check these videos to know about all the kingdoms and the subdivision. Thank you for tuning in. Next episode is on chrysophytes.